Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to make this kind of manipulation and how to create this kind of cool color effect in Photoshop. So let's jump into the Photoshop. This is my canvas. I will just simply go to solid color and have a gray layer because I love to work on the gray layer, and this is my background image. I will just simply drag it to my canvas and I will resize this one. Okay, like this. Yeah, it's cool. Then I will add some blur on it. I will use lens blur. Radius is about 76% and that's good. Let's click OK. Okay, so it's kind of oversaturated to me, so I will just go to the hue saturation. I will clip it as clipping mask and I will desaturate it. I will desaturate it like minus 30%. You can see before and after. Kind of cooler tone we are getting from this effect, and now we are having much control on the color. Okay, then I will add a curve adjustment layer and I will go to the blue channel. I will add some blues on it like this, and I will go to the reds and I will add some cyan on it. You can see that. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I will go to the brightness and contrast and I will low down the brightness up to minus 20%. Okay, now we are done with it. This is the tree trunk. I will drag it over here. I will resize this one. I'll just have a okay, now you can see that there is some masking issue with it. It is already a PNG. You can see that it's already a PNG, but still there is some masking issue with it. So pressing Control from the keyboard, you can see that. Place your mouse over this layer icon and then press Control from your keyboard. It will, and then click OK. It will automatically select the layer, and then go to the select and then modify, then contact. I will make it 1. That's okay. You can see that. And then I will go to select and then inverse. I will simply click backspace from the keyboard and it will delete all those things. You can see that. Okay. So okay, now I will add a brightness contrast layer. I will drop the brightness like 20%, 20 or 22, and I will drop the brightness oh sorry, I have clipped it also. No, it will be like this, and I will clip this one. Okay, and brightness like minus 108 or 110, you can say. Okay, it's nice. You can see that. and then I will remove some portions, but let's drag the model to the canvas and release creating mask. You can see that it is already fits over here, but the color is not matching. The model image is kind of over warm or over saturated, something like that. So I will go to the camera raw filter. I can do it manually in Photoshop also, but I love to do it on camera raw filter, and I will just drag my saturation to minus 18%, and I will add some blue to give it a cool tone from the one tone. So temperature like minus 10 or minus 11, it's okay. You can see that before it was so warm, and now you can see that color is kind of matching to the scene. So now let's create the shadow of the model. Take a layer below the model's image and choose your brush tool, select a black color. First of all, I will create the initial shadow, or you can say the touching shadow, by like this, because I will add my light from this side, so obviously it will be a darker shadow area. Okay, this was all my initial shadow, and I will let's clip it to this trunk image, and I will again create another layer on it. Create some environmental shadow or ambient shadow, you can say that. I will drop the opacity up to minus 41% and flow as well, and then I will paint like this. You can see this is giving me a 2. Okay. So this portion only, the model is hiding this portion, and this portion is supposed to be in shadow, but this area and down below this area should have some light. So simply I will go to the brightness contrast level over here that we have added recently, and I will paint with the black on the layer mask so that it will undo the effect of brightness and contrast. You can see that. Okay, like this, and over here also, and I will create another layer, and I will blend this one to color dodge, and I will choose a gray color, and I will just paint like this to create a hard light, and I will drop the flow and opacity, then I will create something. Okay, you can see that this is looking nice. So this you just look at this portion, there is some masking issue with it, and this is looking something unnatural. The ending of the hairs are not properly, so what I will do is just apply it. I will apply the layer mask, and I will select the lasso tool, and I will cut some of this hair portion. I will just copy it, and I will place it over here. Just match it and just create a realistic feel on the image. Just merge these both layers, and this, you can see that before and after. This is looking way better than before. Okay. Just clip it, or no, don't clip it, and then make this hair layer and this, oh sorry, properly and make these both layers a group, pressing Ctrl G from the keyboard. Then now these both layers are in a group, and just add a brightness of -50%, like -50 or 55, and I want my face little bit of exposure on it, so I will just paint over it with black color on the layer mask, so you can see that this is proper exposure to me. And then let's do some dodging and burning. Take a new layer, make it clipping mask, and then go to edit fill with 50% gray, turn it to soft light. I love to use the soft light blending mode while doing this dodge and burn, but you can also use overlay if you want a quick effect or a hard effect on your images. So exposure set to 20, it's okay. Just paint over the highlights to just give a realistic feel, nothing but. And now you can see this portion, this is too much bright, so with dodging and burning, blending to soft light, we can let this portion. So what I will do is I will create a new layer, clip it, and I will change the blending mode to the color dodge, and I will play with the brush using this gray color. So you can see that this is creating something really nice, light effect on the shoulder and as well as hand. Here's too. Yeah, you can see that before and after. You can see that because I want my light coming from this direction, and so that this edges portion will be highlighted more than the body. So I have just created like this. If you don't like it, you can set the opacity also. Always play with the opacity and brush size flow to get the accurate effect you want. So I like it. Paint over some portion. No, it will be not so good. Okay, so, and also I will add some color adjustment to the model's image, and I will go to the hue and saturation. I will clip it all again, and so all this adjustment we are doing only for this model image. So I am always making it clipping mask. You can see that every layer is clipped here, and I will drop the saturation to like -20%. Yeah, you can see that this is matching with the proper scene right now after having this hue saturation layer. And again I will use curves to add some tones, and I will go to the blue channel. I need some yellows on the highlights, so I will drag down the blue channel on the highlight portion, and I need blue on the shadows, so I will just make it like this. Now you can see the effect I have created just right now using curves. You can see that in shadows I added some blues, and in highlights I added some yellow. Now I have this bushes images PNG, and we'll just place it over here. I just need something in the foreground, so I am using this, and I will saturation adjustment layer to desaturated it, you can see that this is way more saturated than our real scene. You can see that, but so that I am playing with the saturation. Oh, now this is cool. After having minus 37% of saturation, I will use Gaussian blur, or you can use lens blur also. I will use over here Gaussian blur, and it's like, let's add 50. Okay, that's cool. I will also play with the opacity. I don't need it too much, so 80%. That's good. Okay, I will again use the curve adjustment layer on this bush image, and then I will use little bit of blues and little bit of cyan. See that, let's desaturate it some more. Okay, now it looks nice. Okay, now it looks pretty to my eyes. Okay, then add some lights to the image. Okay, I will create a new layer. I will choose brush tool, and I will select this gray color. I will just create a light over here. Okay, let's make it over here. Okay, and then I will blend it to color dodge, so that it will give me a this kind of light. You can see that. And I will again create a new layer. I will create a white light, and I will reduce the opacity to 50%, and just I will press it over here. So this was like how I added the light. Now the 90% work is over. Now let's add some contrast to the image, and now there is a lot of options to add contrast. You can use curves, you can use directly contrast, but I will do something else. Okay, let's create a new layer and press Ctrl Shift Alt and E from the keyboard. It will create the it will make the whole scene to one image, so you can see that. And now I will turn it to soft light. Okay, it's kind of not really looking pretty, but here we can play with the opacity, so I will check like 10%. No, I need something like 20. Okay, this is kind of cool effect, and this portion is distracting from the model, I guess, so I will add a brightness down and contrast down, and I will just use the gradient tool to remove the effect on this area. I will just left it over this foreground bushes and all. You can see that this is our final image. So if you like this video, if you really enjoyed this video, and if you find this video helpful anyway to you, then please subscribe to my channel, like this video. If you have any doubt regarding this video, please comment below on my YouTube channel, or you can ask me over anywhere you are connected to me, like Facebook, Instagram, and share this video. Thank you guys, thanks for watching.